cool pad.
I had some crazy idea of this was gonna kind of be like that, and the skylights, I was gonna build around the skylights. So, you know, it's just very enjoyable, and it kind of worked out how I saw it.
But not without a lot of work and some elements of danger.
The roof almost fell on me. That was interesting.
Oh, nice.
We were jacking up one of the front columns and putting a new footing on it because that had rotted. I was kind of pressing my luck a little bit, so I jacked it up a little bit too high, and the whole thing flipped off the jack.
Oh my
Luckily,
gosh.
there was enough support elsewhere because the whole thing came down about 6 inches.
1, 2, 3, 4.
With renovations behind him, he considers this his greatest work of art.
Wow. Whoa. It's nice. There's a ton of space. There's so many different living areas, so it's not like I have a living room and a bedroom. You know, the whole thing is a living room, really. So it's good for get-togethers, parties. But it's just nice. Peace out, man.
Coming up, we'll take you down, down, down into the depths of a rezoned missile silo. And next, check out a church that's been rezoned. It took vision, guts, and a lot of hard work to convert this garage into a home. Now, check out a church that's been rezoned. Birgitta Bear and Bob Koopminers wanted more space for their growing family, and they found this old church in Denver, Colorado.
We love the shape of the Gothic windows. We like the idea that it was a church, and we wanted to keep it intact as far as what the church was before and what it could become.
Today, the old church has 4,200 square feet, with 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a towering entryway.
It seemed like something that still resembles a church that had sort of an industrial kind of flair to it, in keeping with kind of how we wanted the interior to be fairly contemporary. And it's a dramatic entryway.
This long hallway tells the story of the old building.
This is the old exterior of the church. This window was all painted over inside the shed. It still was, it wasn't broken. And you got the old 1903 part there. There's the old brick, still needs some cleaning. And then I pulled all the brick out of this wall here all the way down when I opened this up, and then I reused them to cover these columns here. So these are the old 1903 brick, just relaid about 1.5 years ago.
This side of the building was the church and a little chapel, while the other side was a little school.
And that thing looked like an old army barracks, you know? Real simple and kind of primitive.
And the 2 buildings weren't connected. There was like a little
weird little join thing.
Hallway that was in between.
There was all sheds attached to everything.
Today, it's one unified flowing space.
The kitchen and the loft above it was the element we used to tie the 2 structures together.
And it's Birgitta's favorite spot in the house.
We wanted the kitchen to be in the middle because the kitchen is where we always are. This is the command center right here. This is part of the original schoolhouse. This whole section, starting from here and going all the way back towards the kids' bedrooms, was the original schoolhouse. So this floor that's in this part is ancient wood. This is one of the original pews that was in the church. There was 2 rows of pews over there, and we've gotten rid of most of them. We've sold them and given some away. It is the perfect punishment for children who are misbehaving. This is for them. It's uncomfortable and it's hard, and this is where they sit when they're in timeout.
Around the corner and down the hall, you'll find the kids' bedrooms. A big step up from their old house.
They were living in a tiny little bedroom and you know,
on top of one another.
There was just no room.
Back on the other side of the house is the living room, dining room, and master suite. The design theme for this home was, "Let there be light."
One of the best things about this house and the design of the house is not only the Gothic windows and all these exterior windows, but the skylights as well.
Already living in the area, They noticed the church passing by it one day back in the spring of 2002.
And it had a for sale sign, had just a regular for sale sign right in front of it, stuck in the lawn. So, you know, we thought, that's interesting. I've never seen a church for sale.
And it was, you know, a huge amount of work ahead, but that was it. I figured we could do it.
So they bought the church, chapel, and school for a whole lot less than they could have bought a typical house so close to downtown Denver.
We bought the property for $299. $295.
Wasn't bad for 4 Denver lots and 3,000 square feet, so.
They spent another $350,000 converting it from a place of worship into a fabulous modern home. And what they've ended up with is a beautiful space filled with light, perfect for the entire family.
You know, we've always liked things with high ceilings, and we've always wanted something that was not typical.